Good day to our respected instructor and our dear classmates. Welcome to our group's highly comprehensive project proposal presentation. I am Mapleline Ramos, the designated team leader for this project, and sitting right next to me is our assistant leader, Justine Campaner. We are incredibly honored to present the collective effort, research, and planning of our entire team. Let us quickly introduce the brilliant minds behind this project proposal. We have Emil Kate Arcega, Zailin B. Avestruz, Aliyah Cubero, Dan Enrique de Honor, John Rothschild Delgado, Giselle M. De Losa, Elsie Fiona de los Reyes, and Bien Clares Erendiano. Today, we are not just presenting a standard school assignment to get a grade. We are bringing to light our practical, realistic, heartbeat at the grassroots blueprint to address the severe, long-standing environmental and public health crisis in Quezon City. Our project is titled Clean as You Go, 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 Implementing Community-Led Waste Segregation. Before we dive into the heavy where, why, and how of our proposal, we want to walk with you through our complete project timeline. A project of this scale requires absolute coordination, and we structured our internal calendar carefully to ensure our proposal is rock solid. Let's take a look at our group calendar.
Thank you, Pauline. As any effective project management team knows, a plan is only as good as the discipline behind it. We mapped out our journey across several key phases to ensure every detail was accounted for. June 27, we kicked off our journey with our very first formal group discussion. This was an intense brainstorming session where we evaluated different areas in Metro Manila. We selected our target barangay and developed the core concept of clean as you go, go, go. July 1, once our concept was approved, we began drafting the formal written project proposal. To maximize efficiency, we distributed and delegated specific sections among all 10 members based on our strength. July 5, this was our midway checkpoint. Every member submitted their individual sections. We then held a collaborative revision session where we combined our parts, polished the language, and ensured a seamless flow. July 6, with the written proposal polished, we transitioned into creative writing. We spent this entire day script writing for our project video presentation, translating technical terms into everyday language. July 7, this was our official video production and filming day. We captured all the individual speaker clips you are watching right now. July 9, we conducted a final review of both the comprehensive written document and our edited video, making sure everything was flawless. July 10, we officially uploaded and submitted our final project output via Canvas. July 11, which brings us to today, our formal live in-class presentation. Now that you see the careful structure of our presentation, let's look at the specific community we chose to help and explore the heavy environmental issue they deal with daily.
Our chosen target location is Barangay Apolonio Samson, located right here in Quezon City. To understand why this area urgently needs our intervention, we have to look at its unique commercial geography. This barangay is home to the famous Balintawak Market, which is one of the oldest, largest, and most vital wet and dry public wholesale market all of the Metro Manila. Because Balintawak Market supplies food and goods to thousands of people daily. It acts as a massive environmental pressure point. A typical residential neighborhood only has to handle standard household waste like candy wrappers, plastic bottles, or cardboard. But Barangay Apolonio Samson has to absorb an overwhelming, constant daily influx of commercial organic waste, such as tons of vegetable trimmings, food scraps, and decaying fish guts, mixed directly in inorganic commercial packaging like single-use plastics, cellophanes, and styrofoam crates. Standard residential waste collection systems simply do not have the framework or capacity to handle this volume without source-level sorting. Currently, the barangay relies on a garbage collection system that runs 6 times a week, every single day except Sundays. This system is managed by the Quezon City Environmental Protection and Waste Management Department. Every single ton of this unsegregated waste is ultimately hauled away to the sanitary landfill located in Rodriguez, Rizal. But why are we hauling our trash to a completely different province? Because the main dump site inside Quezon City had to be strictly closed to fresh trash deliveries. The city closed it to prevent toxic garbage juices from leaking into and polluting the nearby La Mesa Dam water table, which would create a catastrophic environmental hazard, the metro's drinking water. Therefore, by not sorting our trash, we are simply passing our heavy pollution to our neighbors in Rizal and risking our own water security. We need a solution at the source.
Let's analyze the root causes of this garbage crisis. Studies show that Philippine wet markets like Balintawak typically produce an astonishing 60% to 70% biodegradable waste, meaning completely natural food materials that can easily rot and be turned into rich organic soil fertilizer. However, because vendors are working under extreme pressure during fast peak hours, proper sorting falls by the wayside. Most of this organic waste gets tossed directly into the same trash bags as non-biodegradable plastics due to weak segregation practices and rapid vendor turnover. This is a direct violation of a critical national environmental law, Republic Act 9003, also known as the Ecological Solid Waste Management Act of 2000. This law strictly mandates that all local government units and barangays must enforce waste segregation right at the source, dividing trash into recyclable, compostable, and residual categories. Furthermore, it legally requires a functioning material recovery facility, or MRF, to be operational in every single barangay. Unfortunately, this issue does not stay confined to the market. It bleeds directly into the residential zones of the barangay. Despite strict local barangay ordinances against illegal dumping, and despite Quezon City's explicit no segregation, no collection policy, mixed household waste is frequently left behind at random street posts, dark alleys, and vacant lots. This problem peaks on Sundays when the city collection is completely suspended. On Sundays, these random street piles grow into unsanitary neighborhood dumping hubs. They emit foul odors, attract disease-carrying vermin like rats and cockroaches, and when heavy tropical rain hits, the loose plastic wrappers get washed directly into the drainage canals. This blocks the flow of water, leading to severe and rapid urban flooding. This standing floodwater poses an immediate public health threat, exposing families to fatal waterborne and airborne illnesses like dengue and leptospirosis.
To break this dangerous cycle of flooding and disease, our group presents our action plan, As Clean as You Go, 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 implementing community-led waste segregation. This is a targeted grassroots environmental initiative designed to establish a structured long-term solid waste management framework right inside Barangay Apolonio Samson, instead of just sitting back and passively expecting a garbage collectors to fix everything. Our project completely shifts the paradigm. We want to turn passive disposal into active, source-level waste sorting by the community itself. To ensure our project remains focused and measurable, we have established 6 core objectives. First, provide a waste management guide. We will distribute an easy-to-understand manual that assists residents in prioritizing proper waste sorting right in their kitchens. Second, help make informed choices. We will educate the community members on how their daily disposal choices directly impact their family's health and the broader environment. Third, address community health threats. We will provide an active method for clearing out congested streets and drainage canals to prevent severe environmental dangers like dengue outbreaks and flood debris. Fourth, equip for public health issues. We will give residents the knowledge needed to handle large-scale ecological and health problems. Fifth is to convey disease prevention. We will effectively communicate how consistent sanitation planning directly stops the spread of deadly waterborne viruses. Lastly, engage the youth and residents. We will involve local teenagers and neighbors in collaborative cleanup drives, fostering a teamwork and a spirit of community unity.
Let's talk about who stands to benefit from this project. Our target beneficiaries span across every layer of the local community. Barangay residents and families. They are the primary beneficiaries. They gain a clean, safe, and flood-free environment, reducing the risk of dengue and leptospirosis, while gaining livelihood opportunities through recycling and waste-to-wealth programs. Local governments and barangay officials, with the community voluntarily sorting trash, the workload for garbage collector drops, and the city hauling costs decrease. Officials will achieve higher compliance with RA 9003, leading to cleaner barangay recognition and a stellar governance image. Public health and waste sectors. Fewer open trash piles mean a massive reduction in pest breeding grounds, while local garbage collectors enjoys much faster sorting and safer collection times. Market vendors. Balintawak market vendors will gain a highly sanitary, clean marketplace which naturally attracts more customers and directly protects their stall income. Teenagers and students. The youth develop strong environmental awareness, self-discipline, and leadership habits early on, turning them into eco-friendly role models for future generations.
Now, let's go down to the operational mechanics. How do we execute this plan? We have laid out an exact hour-by-hour timeline spanning across 3 highly focused weeks. Let's break down the execution schedule. Week 1, Community Awareness and Execution Phase. Week 1, Day 1, 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pre-conference of the members. Our student group will meet to finalize our routes and check our materials. 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Launch of the community campaign. We will head out into the streets, deploying eye-catching posters and social media blasts, and starting house-to-house information drives. 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Lunch break. 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Handout distribution. We will walk through residential blocks, distributing instructional flyers that explain how to sort trash. 3 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Post-conference of the members. We will gather back to log how many houses we reach and note any community concerns. Week 1, Day 2, 10:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Pre-conference of the members to review our business and school coordinates list. 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Institutional coordination. We will meet with local school boards, market administration, and local businesses to secure their formal promotion of our project. 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Lunch break. 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Key area placement. We will place extra flyers and busy neighborhood hubs and launch a major social media push to invite everyone to our upcoming weekend seminar. 3 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Post-conference of the members to finalize logistics for the Week 2 seminar.
Following our awareness week, we move into the vital training phase. Week 2 seminar and demonstration phase. Week 2 Day 1, tailor for market vendors. 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Welcome and registration. The punong barangay and market administrator welcome the participants and hand out seminar kits. 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Technical discussion. Experts from the QC Environmental Protection Department explain the tons of waste produced by Balintawak Market, how it clogs drainage causing local floods, the heavy legal fines under RA 9003, and how a dirty market hurts stall income. 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Lunch break. 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Live for bean sorting demonstration. We will show the vendors exactly how to sort real market waste into 4 color-coded bins. Green, biodegradable. Vegetable trimmings, fruit peels, and fish guts that go straight to composting. Blue, recyclable. Plastic crates, clean bottles, cardboard boxes, and aluminum cans. Black, residual. Styrofoam containers, soiled cellophanes, and plastic snack wrappers. Red, hazardous. Expired medicines, old chemicals, light bulbs, and bed batteries. 3 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Post-conference of the members. Week 2, Day 2. Tailored for the household families. 10:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Welcome and registration for local parents and homeowners. 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Household risk discussion, focusing on flooding, dengue, and leptospirosis risk from mixed household piles and our legal duties under RA 9003. 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. lunch break. 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. home composting demo. We will demonstrate how parents can easily convert basic kitchen scraps into rich plant fertilizer using simple, affordable household buckets, emphasizing what items must never be mixed. 3 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. post-conference of the members to transition into the monitoring phase. Education is empty without structural follow-up, which leads us directly into our final operational phase. Week 3, monitoring and evaluation phase. Week 3, day 1, 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. briefing session. We will meet with the Sangguniang Kabataan, local tanods and staff, handing out clipboards, survey forms, and monitoring checklist, assigning teams to specific purocks and market aisles. 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Post-seminar surveys. We will conduct field surveys to assess what residents and vendors learned, focusing on the 4 bean categories, the 6 times a week collection, schedule, and the MRF usage. 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. lunch break. 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. community feedback gathering. We will ask open questions. Was our seminar clear? Are the trash bin locations accessible? Are collection times being followed? What gaps happen on Sundays? 3 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Data collection and team debrief to compile our field findings. Week 3, day 2. 10:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Data consolidation. Barangay staff and SK volunteers sit down to pull the survey numbers. 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Effectiveness evaluation. We calculate the exact compliance rate, noting drop-offs in mixed waste and identifying problems like Sunday illegal dumping. 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. lunch break. 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. formulating recommendations. We will draft long-term solutions such as adding more public bins, creating a temporary Sunday drop-off point, and translating guides into localized Tagalog. 3 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Recognition and award ceremony. To maintain high community spirit, we will award certificates of appreciation to the most compliant purok, best market aisle, and active SK volunteers.
To bring this project to life, we calculated a strict, transparent cash budget at exactly 14,500 pesos. Let's review the exact allocation information materials. 3,000 Philippine peso, 1,000 pesos for pamphlets, 1,000 pesos for brochure, 400 pesos for collection flyers, and 600 pesos for composting 101 guides. Activities and logistics. 6,500 Philippine peso, 6,000 pesos to purchase and paint durable buckets to serve as our 4-color demonstration bins, and 500 pesos for our official 4x3 foot project tarpaulin, catering 5,000 Philippine peso to provide packed snacks and lunch for our 100 market vendors, residential participant, and student organizer across both seminar days. By utilizing this kind of support from the barangay, who is providing the covered court venue, complete sound system, project, door, screen, microphones, whiteboard chairs, and table for free. We successfully minimize cash expenses. Of course, we must address the real-world obstacle we anticipated. First, community habits are difficult to alter, and residents might show inconsistency once our 3-week timeline closes. Second, a major portion of waste at Balintawak Market is generated by transient vendors, wholesalers from nearby province who drive in, sell their goods, and leave immediately without receiving our education. Third, market bins can easily become overwhelmed within hours, leading to overflowing station and accidental mixing. To counter these roadblocks, we're recommending the appointment of permanent stall captains in every market aisle to police sorting on the spot, as well as establishing dedicated Sunday drop-off spot to handle collection gap.
By investing a little time, focused education, and structured organization today, we can permanently protect Barangay Apolonio Samson from devastating health risks clog public drainage, and preventable urban flooding tomorrow. Our project proves that when a community works together under the banner of Clean as you go, 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 real lasting behavioral change is entirely within our reach. That concludes our group's highly comprehensive community project proposal video presentation. Thank you so much to our instructor and classmates for your time and focused attention. We are now very excited to open the floor for any questions, clarifications, or feedback you may have for our team.